more time, a Sedalia man accused of murder appears in court.
The Columbia City Council gets ready to talk airports and pedestrian walkways at tonight's meeting.
And so much with food and housing, where Missourians are spending their welfare benefits. KOMU 8 News at 6 starts now.
From Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News at 6.
The man charged with killing another patient at Truman VA Hospital appeared in court today. Good evening. I'm Brittany Pieper.
And I'm Jim Rick. Thanks for joining us. Rudy Perez Jr. was in court for a preliminary hearing. Let's take a look at the events leading up to this. On February 1st, VA employees found Robert Hill of Warsaw, Missouri, dead at the hospital. On February 2nd, Columbia police took Perez into custody. On February 7th, he pleaded not guilty by reason of mental disease, citing schizophrenia. And today, Perez appeared in court again. KOMU 8's Eric Hilt was at that hearing and joins us live from the Boone County Courthouse. Eric?
The hearing was pretty quick this afternoon. Perez walked into the courtroom and then his attorney, along with the state, submitted a joint request for a continuation of the hearing. Reporting live from Columbia, Eric Hilt, KOMU 8 News.
Well, we had a warmer and sunnier afternoon here across mid-Missouri. As you can see, we still have a little bit of sunshine out there for at least the next couple of hours. Into your Tuesday, we'll take a closer look at that coming up in just a little bit.
Tori, thank you very much. 2 Missouri senators proposed a bill today that could have a big impact on welfare recipients. The bill would prohibit certain welfare funds from being spent on alcohol, gambling, and adult entertainment.
KOMU 8's Marie Mandelberg is live at the Capitol with details on how those changes would work.
I'm here at the Capitol where 2 Missouri senators took their stand earlier today. Republican Senator Will Kraus and Democratic Senator Maria Chappelle-Nadal proposed this bill limiting the use of welfare benefits. The bill would prohibit the use of electronic welfare cards at liquor stores, casinos, or any adult-oriented establishment. Reporting live in Jefferson City, Marie Mandelberg, KOMU 8 News.
Thanks, Marie. Tonight's Columbia City Council meeting will focus on the future of Columbia Regional Airport. The main concern is the airport target market share. Currently, 8% of flyers from mid-Missouri use the airport. The goal is to bump that up to 40% by 2020. The Chamber of Commerce says it's not worried about reaching its goal. Bray says the focus now is on the airport's runways and terminals to offer passengers better experiences. She also says the new report outlines improvements in the airport structure, marketing tactics, and airline service to reach that 40% goal.
There's a lot on the table at the Columbia City Council meeting tonight. Council members will hear public input on a proposed amendment to the city's action plan. It's because of a change in HUD funding. Those changes include improvements to downtown ramps on Worley Street, as well as home program funding.
The Columbia City Council is also taking a closer look at pedestrian safety tonight. The city hopes to build a barrier median that extends from University Avenue to Bushell. This project will also include a crosswalk between Rosemary and Wilson and another between Wilson and Bushell. Columbia Public Works says the project will also serve motorists. Instead of worrying about people trying to cross wherever they want, drivers will only have to stop at 2 specified points.
A private jet landed safely today at St. Louis after the pilot reported landing gear problems. 8 people walked off the plane at Lambert Airport. They were quickly shuttled away. Emergency crews waited for the jet on the runway. It was flying from Worcester, Ohio, when the pilot reported the problems. The plane is registered to Aerometro LLC out of Houston, Texas. Today, a judge found an Illinois man guilty of murder in the 2008 killing of a St. Louis Steak and Shake employee. 23-year-old Andre Atkins agreed to a trial in front of a judge so he would not face the death penalty. Atkins' only option is life in prison without parole. He'll be sentenced March 21st. Atkins' brother Will also goes to trial for first-degree murder. The brothers were both former employees of that restaurant.
It's known as the Arch Tax, but if St. Louis City and County voters approve the measure next month, the biggest chunks of money go to the parks in the area. The sales tax would add about 2 cents to every $10 purchased in the city and county, and it could raise an estimated $780 million over the next 20 years. Critics worry that many residents can't afford more taxes, especially since sales tax in some areas of St. Louis City and County rank among the highest in the state.
It's a bittersweet day in Joplin today. Roger Allen says he's excited to break ground on a home to replace the one destroyed by the May 2011 tornado, but he had to cut down an 80-year-old elm tree that was a Joplin landmark. The elm tree was twisted about 180 degrees and had a 6-foot pole through the center of it. After the EF5 tornado hit Joplin, the pole will be put in Allen's new house.
When gas prices spiked a few years ago, a lot of people changed their driving habits. This time, though, they're changing their attitude.
NBC's Chris Clackham has the details from the pump. Gas consumption has dropped steadily since 2007 because of more fuel-efficient cars and drivers driving less.
A new way to bring girls and young women back into science.
How a college in Iowa is trying to get females interested in medicine.
And another rain and snow mix is on the way for mid-Missouri. We'll talk all about it coming up right after the break.